Hey y'all, this is Romeo, and this is the host of Romeo the Podcast, or I am the host of Romeo the Podcast. This is long awaited, just like every other episode that I do. We're not even gonna fall down that rabbit hole. Hey y'all, this is Romeo, the host of Romeo the Podcast. I'm coming to y'all winging an episode per usual. I knew that I needed to record for Romeo the Podcast because I have not done one. So I said the only way that I would do a podcast is if I just got up and did it. So here we are. I do want to kind of give an update as to how I've been recently. And I've been actually doing quite well. I've been doing very well. I've been doing well with my content. I'm continuing to grow on Instagram, TikTok. I made a Facebook. If I can be transparent, the only reason why I made a Facebook is because I heard that's where the girls make money. I heard Facebook gives a cute coin, and I think the reason why Facebook does give a coin is because Facebook knows that when it comes to the pyramid or the hierarchy of social media, Facebook is at the bottom. I even think Snapchat is above Facebook. Who goes on Facebook besides our mamas? Hi, mom, if you're watching this. Like who goes on like no one goes on no one goes on Facebook, or at least no one takes it seriously out of all of the actually let me stop talking about Facebook before Facebook wants to do a partnership with me. Sorry, I love Facebook. I love Facebook. That's why I made one, and you should make one too if you don't have one. But I made a Facebook, and because I heard they're giving out money on Facebook because they want content creators to go on there and do their things. But I bring up Facebook because I've been consistent with my content and posting and continuing to do productive Sundays. As we go into 2026, I definitely have a lot of goals that I'm trying to do. I'll put it like this: I think that I'm gonna have a little bit more time to work on my different projects. So I'm really going to be going all in on Productive Sundays, my podcast, my YouTube channel. I'm doing Vlogmas. If you are currently subscribed to me on YouTube, which you should because you're watching this, or maybe you're listening to Spotify or Apple Music, I do have a YouTube channel and I'm doing Vlogmas. So I've been posting on that. So my main thing is just being consistent. And I think with what I'm expecting for myself in 2026, I think that I'm going to have a lot more time. For today's topic, also before we move on to today's topic, I also want to say that I'm vegan. I'm raw vegan. So I have not had any cooked food for 8 days. I haven't had no cooked food for 8 days. So the reason why and then I told my YouTube this too. If you go on my YouTube channel, I told them this as well, that the reason why I decided to be vegan is because we're going into a new year. My birthday's coming up. My birthday's January 1st. And I need to strongly hear from Jesus Christ. Like, not to say that I don't know his voice, but have you ever just been in such a fluster, or you've been so confused on if whether or not is this my voice I'm hearing or is this God's voice? Like, I just need direction. Outside of just hearing his voice, I also just need direction. There's a lot happening in terms of where I would like to see myself go in 2026, and I need direction. I need God to be loud and clear. I don't need no fogginess. I don't need no maybe tested. No, I need a direct answer. I don't please. So I have too much that I want to do to not hear from God correctly. So I'm currently doing a Daniel fast. I'm on day 8, and I think the Daniel fast is 40 days. I would love to go 90 days, if I'm being honest with you. I would love to go 90 days and just let me give a range, because it may or may not be 90 days, but I'm gonna say between 40 to 90 days. I'm gonna be on this Daniel fast, and it consists of me eating raw food, so raw vegan food. So if you don't know let's start off with what vegan is. Vegan is a plant-based diet that does not involve anything that comes from animals. So your fruits, your vegetables, your nuts, your herbs, your what else? Your You can eat bread as long as it's like sprouted bread. Like you can eat anything that does not come from animals or insect, because technically you can't eat honey as a vegan as well. But I decided to not just be a vegan. I decided to be a raw vegan, which is taking things a bit further, and I don't eat cooked food, because if you're a vegan, you can cook your food. You can saute your vegetables. You can eat a vegan lasagna. You can warm up your food. You can steam it. You can roast it. I went as far as not eating cooked food. So I'm a raw vegan, which means that I'm able to eat food in its entirety of it just being raw. If that didn't make any sense. I'm able to eat the food in its nutrition in entirety. I know what I'm trying to say, but it's not coming out correctly. So when you cook the food, all of its nutrition or some of its nutrition, it goes away because you're cooking the food. But I'm able to consume all of its nutrition in its entirety is what I'm trying to. Sorry. My mind goes a lot faster than my mouth, so I look slow sometimes. But I'm able to consume the nutrition in its entirety because it's not being cooked. I'm literally eating the food as if you just pulled it from the ground and then I eat it. Like there's no cooking, there's no nothing. The most that I do to some of my vegetables is season it. So if I'm eating a salad, let's say I have kale in it, some romaine lettuce, some red onions, some carrots, some cabbage, some mushrooms, some tomatoes, some avocado, and then I'll put a little bit of seasoning on it and then put some olive oil on it, and it's really, really good. But I've been raw vegan for 8 days, and I did it because I wanted to show God my obedience to Him and to show Him that I can give up whatever it is that I can possibly give up to align with You. So day 8. Moving right along. Today's topic. So I want to discuss betting on yourself. So going into 2026, I have way too many goals and way too many aspirations to not take the risk on betting on myself. Okay. And, I'm currently in a predicament where I have the opportunity to bet on myself, but it will cost me. I don't want to get too specific into into my things, but I do want to, of course, still talk about the topic. But I feel so the real reason why I went on my Daniel fast is because I've been hearing God tell me to bet on myself. Like I've been hearing God tell me to bet on myself. Like you need to bet on yourself, because to me, from what I understand, I'm one of God's children, so I know I'm good. So I feel like God keeps whispering, bet on yourself, bet on yourself, bet on yourself. Take this risk, because if you fall, I will catch you. And that's the real reason why I'm on this Daniel fast, because I really need to hear Him correctly. So I bring all this up to say that 2026, there's so many goals and so many aspirations that I do have for myself. And I want to be able to take the opportunity to bet on myself. But it's so scary. Betting on you. Have y'all taken a risk on yourselves? Because you can lose. Have you ever taken a risk on yourselves and lost? Then what? So it's just being able to even fathom taking that risk, let alone losing the risk that you're even questioning on doing. It takes a lot of courage, because right now I'm very comfortable. I'm comfortable in the sense of I've been in this predicament for so long that I know that I'm safe. But it's to the point where my comfortability is costing me my future, because I have outgrown my comfortability so bad. It's as if my life is a pair of shoes. They're my favorite pair of shoes, but I've outgrown them and I can't wear them anymore because my foot has grown. But I don't want to give up my favorite pair of shoes. So I continue to wear these shoes, and my foot and toes are all squished up and it's uncomfortable, and I'm bleeding and I'm crying and I'm sweating, but I refuse to get a new pair of shoes because I love them. I feel like that's currently where I'm at right now. I need a new pair of shoes, but I love my old shoes. but baby, it's time to get a new pair of shoes because you can't fit them no more. You've outgrown them. So that's where I feel like I'm at right now in my life. And I'm ready to get a new pair of shoes, but what if the new pair of shoes costs too much? What if it doesn't work out? What if the new pair of shoes, there's so many questions that I have. How am I gonna get the money for the new pair of shoes? Like it's just so many questions that I have, and I really want to take the risk of getting the new pair of shoes, but I'm so scared. I'm not gonna hold you. 2026, I want to be able to really work on becoming an entrepreneur. I want to be able to have multiple streams of income. I want to be able to bet on myself, continue my brand deals and partnerships, continue content, hopefully partner with a big time corporation that allows me to really be able to elevate and pivot from there. Like, I want to be able to use my personality, use my business strategy, use, my previous history of being, a licensed therapist and a social worker. I still want to use my degrees, but I just want to be able to pivot and use it in another field, in another dynamic of a realm that I would have only imagined or dreamed of. Like, I just don't want to do the bare minimum. Like, I just feel like I'm just too much of God's favorite to be the bare minimum. I don't know if that came off as shady or if that came off as like stush, but I just feel like I'm just too much of God's favorite for the bare minimum. Like, I just know what God has in store for me, and I know what he can do for me, and I've seen what he has done for me. So for me to be living this bare ass minimum life, I'm disappointed. Like, I'm just disappointed, if I'm being quite frank. Like, I know what I'm capable of. I know what God is capable of. I know where he's taken me. I know where he will take me. And for me to wake up and do the same thing over and over again and just continue to live this bare minimum as life, I'm disappointed, and it makes me disgusted. Like, so that's why I'm like, I need to get my stuff together and figure out what's next. Like, I don't like it. Like, I don't care. So, and I want to do something that makes me happy. I'm not in a place where I can say I'm happy. Am I depressed? No. I've crossed that bridge already. I was depressed. She's no longer depressed. But I feel like if I continue to stay stagnant as much as I am right now, I will go back into that depression, and I don't want to go into that. I need to move. I need to pivot. It's so annoying. Like, but anyway. So yeah. So that's currently where I'm at. I'm at a point where I want to bet on myself, and right now I feel like I'm shooting in the gym. I'm getting my reps up. I'm boom, 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 boom. Bring the ball back. Come on, boom, 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 boom. Like, I'm shooting in the gym right now, and I'm not near the playoffs, I haven't even been scouted yet, I feel like. But I think with my reputation of just shooting in the gym and not missing a day and continuing and knowing that I will have my moment, it's all going to work out. Y'all going to see me in the playoffs. I'm not even worried about that, no shade. Like, y'all will see me have my moment. It's no shade. It's none. And I have every right to say that, and you have every right to say that. Like, it's not cocky or it's not conceited or it's not self-centered to say that you're going to be successful. I will be successful. Y'all will continue to see me. I am having my moment. It is what it is. I've been doing this now for 3 years. I'm not new to this. Am I where I want to be? No, but I know that I will, with time, continue to get better, continue to become greater. And this is no shade. Y'all have seen me. Y'all don't think people have not seen me? Eyes have seen me. Whether you follow me, whether you don't follow me, whether you subscribe, whether you don't subscribe. People have seen me. Trust me. Best believe I am on your Explore page. Is no shade. Whether you follow me or not, you have seen my face before. And that's not even on no cocky stuff. That's just me being transparent. So that alone means that I'm making progress. I'm being seen. I'm continuing to put my stuff out there, whether it flops or not. This podcast, I didn't know what I was talking about. As I was cleaning up, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to talk about betting on yourself. Betting on yourself and realizing that I'm more than capable of what I want to do, and I'm more than capable of getting what God wants for me. So I'm aligning myself with that. I'm fasting, I'm vegan, I'm praying, I'm doing the work, because listen, God will open doors for you, but it's your job to at least walk towards the door. A lot of y'all still in bed. A lot of y'all are still in bed. Y'all haven't even walked towards your front door. You rocking back and forth in bed talking about, oh, I want this, I want that. But baby, you haven't even taken a shower, brushed your teeth, washed your face, and walked towards the door, forgot to open it. So I don't want to hear all that. No shade. Like, I have brushed my teeth. I have flossed. I have washed behind my ears. I have taken a shower. I have tied my shoes. And now I'm at the gate. I'm at the door like this. I've done what I needed to do to be ready for that door to be open. No shade. So that's why I'm just like, okay, like, no shade. I need my things. But until I get my things, I'm just going to continue to show up. That's all I can do. Like, that's all I can do. Like, I have literally been raw. I have been giving y'all literally the transparency and the vulnerability of just telling y'all where I'm at. And I am just really wanting to be authentic with y'all. Like, I want to be successful. I want to be great. I want to be able to continue to grow from just being myself. Like, I just want to be myself. Why is that so hard? I want to be able to be myself and just share my experience with you all. And of course, share my personality and share my stories and get to know people and continue to create and continue to tell a story. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I know a lot of people talk about content creators and influencers, but we have to also understand that this is a business now. We're going into 2026. AI and social media is not going anywhere. So if you have something bad to say about content creators or influencers or AI, then baby, you're the one that's behind. And good luck to your business. Good luck to your social media. Good luck to whatever you're selling. Because if you're not jumping on the bandwagon when it comes to social media, then you're not going nowhere far. You're not going absolutely nowhere. Have y'all not seen these businesses recently? Domino's had just, I think it was like their 80th something birthday. They teamed up with a whole bunch of content creators, and they're creating content. Holding the phone, like they don't have no big production no more. They are recording on regular iPhones. Domino's, the pizza company. They are recording on. I saw the Special K commercial. Regular phone stuff. Like, so do not sleep on content creators. Like, this is a business. So I'm trying to allow myself to understand that my time will come, and God is aligning myself with all the things that I know that I'm capable of receiving. It just takes time. If I got it too soon, then I would lose it. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. But understand and know that if you bet on yourself, then at least you've tried if it fails. And that's what I'm allowing myself to say. Like, I just don't want to be safe. I'm too favored by God to play it safe. I'm too favored by God to play it safe. And that's why I just need to I have the benefit of taking risks because I know that God has me. He has always had me. I've never hit, well, that's a lie. I was going to say I never hit rock bottom. But even when I did hit rock bottom, the rock bottom didn't last for long because I literally felt God with me. And it wouldn't be any different. But I'm just trying to avoid the rock bottom again. Whether or not God is going to be with me, that's not the issue. I don't want to hit rock bottom. So that's why I'm trying to avoid having to hit rock bottom when I do take this risk. But I have a lot to offer. And I have a lot to gain if this offer goes well. I have a lot to offer and I have a lot to gain if all goes well. So I really, really, really need everything to work out. So with Productive Sundays and my content and me doing this podcast and partnerships and brand deals and I'm starting a newsletter. I'm writing an ebook. I'm doing a lot of things. My digital planner. Eventually, I'm trying to do an actual physical planner so you can write in it. I have a lot of goals, and I'm trying my hardest to continue to move forward in that. I want apparel for Productive Sundays, like a tote bag, like just. I have so many ideas and so many things that I want to be able to release for 2026 and beyond. But I just know that I have to have my humble beginnings like everyone else, and my time will come. But I'm already just, I think I'm about 18 minutes into this, but I at least want you all to know that 2026 is approaching and you need to bet on yourself. And I'd rather be uncomfortable and took a risk than comfortable and staying mediocre. And that's what you have to ask yourself. Do you want to be uncomfortable and take a risk, or comfortable and remain mediocre? And I told myself, and I told God, I said, I'm no longer playing it mediocre. I'm no longer playing it safe. I don't care if people perceive me. I don't care if people judge me, because when I was playing it safe, they was doing that anyway. No shade. So at least y'all got something to talk about. I'm leaving it here. Thank y'all for listening. Whoever really, I want to do a shout out real quick. I have a wonderful friend named Jazz. She is my Leo. Jazz, I want to take 5 seconds to say how much I greatly appreciate you. I love you. I adore you. I want to say thank you so much for being the most amazing friend you could possibly be. You check on me. You text me. You watch my videos. You are such a supporter, and I dearly love you, Jazz. Thank you for everything that you've done in terms of just supporting me, spilling kind words, affirming me. You will never go unnoticed, and it's and the same as well. Like I will always continue to fill into you, to support you. I will always love you. Thank you for I needed to say that and take 20 seconds of everyone's time. I'm saying everyone. It's probably just you just watching this, Jazz. Nonetheless, thank you for everyone watching. Thank you for everyone listening if you're on Spotify or Apple Music or Apple Podcast. And have an amazing holiday. Today is Sunday, December 21st. And I will be flying back home for the holidays. Home for me is California. Wish me good luck being vegan over the holidays. I told myself that maybe I can just have one plate for New Year's and Christmas, because Christmas is Christmas and New Year's is my birthday. So like maybe I can just indulge in one plate for both of those days. But I'm just like, I don't want to compromise with God. Like you're on a mission. You told yourself that you'll do X, Y, and Z, for 40 days, hopefully 90, because that's the goal. Do it. So it's going to be candy yams and macaroni and cheese and potato salad and chicken. Ooh, and sweet potato pie. And I'm going to be over there eating a apple. I'll let y'all know how that goes. All right. Toodles. Until next time. I will talk to you all very, very, very soon. Bye.